Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to my informative speech on the vehicle collisions. My name is Alexis Guardiola, and this is gonna be for my class speech 1315 Wintermester for Miss Professor Carolina Ramos. So without further ado, let's get started. So to begin with, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about some stats. So did you know that 3 million people are injured due to motor vehicle accidents every year? Think about it, 3 million people. That's as much as the population of Puerto Rico, which is an entire island. Now, the United States tries to spread awareness about this topic. Obviously, do not drink or drive. They try making advertisement, putting up electric boards on the freeway that say for you to not be doing any of these stuff. But of course, a lot of people are quite ignorant and they're not really gonna listen. It may affect some people with those advertisements at some time, but it's usually just gonna be temporarily, not really something that's permanent. Now, the solution to this conflict, I believe, it's in the motor industry itself. So, whatever created this problem, I feel like it's gonna be what fixes this problem. So, throughout this presentation, I'm gonna be talking about first the potential solutions to preventing car-on-car collisions with modern technology. So obviously technology at the moment is something that's very, very helpful. It's fixing a lot of problems throughout the country, throughout the world. So it's really no surprise that modern technology again appears here. I'm also going to be talking about how it could actually become a reality. So like a little theory that I came up with that could potentially be something that may end up working at one point. And I'm also going to be talking about the benefits that it's going to bring to our society. So modern technology already in existence. We already have a couple of pieces of technology that could affect all of this, and it starts with, according to a blog by the Law Office of Donna Clark Frame, there is a system called AEB, which stands for Automatic Emergency Braking. This system, and I quote, is a newer feature that alerts the driver to an imminent crash and assists the driver in using the maximum braking capacity of the car. So this automatic emergency braking has low speeds, which detects cars in front of you, higher speed system, which uses long-range radar to prevent danger when going higher speeds, and pedestrian system, which detects pedestrian movement in relation to wherever the car is going. There's also a lane keeping system, which this system basically will, if you're shifting like from one lane to another accidentally, you don't notice it, you get a little notification. If you don't see that notification comes up, this car is actually gonna be moving itself back to its lane. So there's also a system called the forward collision system, which this system warns drivers if it's about to collide with another car. And it also contains a GPS sensor, which warns driver or takes action when going upon fixed objects. Now, obviously the technology to making this possible is there. The question is, how could it be implemented into every citizen across the country? Now, how can it become a reality? Mass production of these sensors. So basically, these sensors have to start being mass produced by the motor vehicle industry. Blueprints that of companies that already contain this technology could be shared to those who don't. That way, it starts to become something that everybody does. So of course, all of these cars would just start being, all the newer models just start being implemented with this technology. That way, from one point to another, already all those cars start to have this technology. So, okay, first of all, how would this affect those other cars that already exist? So I thought about an idea, a little theory of setting up workshops across the country. So basically, in every bigger city, there's going to be little stations, and they'll help you implement this technology into your car. Of course, it's gonna be a very, very long time till everybody gets it, but at one point it's definitely a possibility. It's gonna be located in every major populated city. That way people won't have to travel that much for those who live like in rural areas. So where's the money gonna come from? This money is gonna come mostly from citizens and the government. Of course, if you spread awareness, people will donate, I'm sure, since it's a really, really good cause. And also, the government would be paid taxes. Taxes would definitely be implemented into this project, and government funds could also be applied. Now, benefits upon our society. Now, think about all the families that have lost a loved one or somebody to a crash. Now, this won't have to be a problem anymore. Of course, drunk drivers, parents living in fear, all of that won't have to be something for people to fear. Um, Population will increase. The 3 million deaths I mentioned before won't be there in existence anymore, and due to this, most of these people would be able to reproduce. Um, According to an article of Time magazine done by Belinda Luz Combe, she states that 86% of US women have kids, meaning that 2 to 3% of the population will increase over time. Now, due to increase in population, production across products of any sort would have to increase. Prices may raise due to those limited quantity products, and businesses would even gain even more money. Now, overall communities across the country will be deeply affected, mostly for the better making in people's lives, in which further strengthens the idea to one day become a reality. The personal effect on me really feel relieved. It wouldn't have me worried about like all those unfortunate accidents that happen, about for an accident for me to personally get affected, for those loved ones that I have, like to live in fear of those who are barely learning to drive to one day get into an accident. That's how it would really affect me personally. It is important that this idea really does become a reality, as it means that car accidents will no longer be a problem, and it would definitely mark a point in history where the motor vehicle industry changes the definition of driving safety itself. Now, of course, all of this is just a theory from a simple guy with not much of a voice to be heard. I'll leave you on this note. Just think about how much better our world would be if there was no chance of crashing. Thank you.